The Dallas Cowboys drama with Micah Parsons is over, and football czar Jerry Jones has already moved on to which player he wants to lock in next. Jones did his weekly check-in with KRLD-FM on Tuesday and said he is focused on trying to get Pro Bowl guard Tyler Smith locked into a new contract. Smith, who Dallas picked 24th overall at the 2022 NFL Draft out of Tulsa, already had his fifth-year option picked up by the Cowboys. He is in the final year of his rookie deal and will make $21.2 million on his option for 2026. The Cowboys, 0-1, will host the New York Giants on Sunday in their home opener at AT&T Stadium. Why do the Cowboys want to sign Tyler Smith? Smith has been named to the Pro Bowl in consecutive seasons, and the 6'6", 332-pound guard has become one of the best at his position in 3 years in the NFL. But the Cowboys picking up his option means the drama surrounding him will not be what it was with Parsons, at least not this offseason. Yet, Jones spoke about getting ahead of locking him in long term. "I think it's fair to say we'd like to get Tyler signed," Jones told 105.3 The Fan on Tuesday. "But I wouldn't necessarily say, and maybe I should use the word exclusively on Tyler, but in general, we're constantly looking at areas that we might do some work on the roster, extending those contracts." According to the Cowboys' official website, Jones has already engaged with Smith's representatives about a contract extension. Plus, Jones' son, and Cowboys Chief Operating Officer Stephen Jones, told the radio station an extension could be consummated during the season. What did Jerry Jones say about Micah Parsons? Parsons has addressed reporters since the controversial trade from Dallas to the Green Bay Packers on August 28, but Jones had not spoken publicly about the deal that sent Kenny Clark and 2 first-round picks to Dallas until Tuesday. He said he was not surprised by Parsons' 1-sack, 2-pressure performance in his Packers debut, Green Bay's dominant 27-13 win over the Detroit Lions. "Not one thing unexpected for me as to how he played," Jones said. "He's gotten on a good team up there in Green Bay. From what I saw of him, I thought he was able to get in there and play without having any influence from his back." ESPN insider Adam Schefter broke the news of the Philadelphia Eagles' interest in Parsons, which Jones also addressed. "No counteroffer," Jones said when asked about when the Eagles checked in on a Parsons deal. "To the interest, the thought all along was to see where the interest level was. That was very important, and from the get-go, that was an effort on our part to chum up interest." Jones also offered a glimpse behind the curtain about how negotiations with teams for a Parsons trade went. "That's a part of what was going on during those months that we were talking about, Micah," Jones said. "As it would happen, as it always happens, once that interest started really peaking, then you started having that phone ring, and that's exactly what the plan was." A.J. Brown isn't sweating his quiet Week 1 performance. The star receiver was targeted just once in the Eagles' 24-20 win over the Cowboys, hauling in an 8-yard pass from Jalen Hurts with just under 2 minutes remaining. With a Super Bowl rematch against the Chiefs on tap for Sunday in Kansas City, 4:25 p.m. Eastern Time, Brown sounds ready to turn the page. "I got zoned the entire game. I didn't get one single man coverage rep," Brown told NFL insider Jordan Schultz of The Schultz Report. "Obviously, there won't be any separation. I'm not hurt, and I won't be a decoy. It's just kind of how the game went. Just know I'm excited for Week 2. Brown downplays lack of targets. Hurts attempted only 23 passes against Dallas, spreading the ball to 6 different targets. Tight end Dallas Goedert had a team-high 7 catches for 44 yards, and running back Saquon Barkley had 4 catches for 24 yards. Aside from Brown, Jahan Dotson, 3 catches, 59 yards, and Devonta Smith, 3 catches, 19 yards, were the only receivers to record a catch. "You know, that's not something I can control," Brown said post-game, via Penn Live. "What I can control is my effort for when the ball does come my way." It marked just the 4th time in Brown's Eagles tenure with only 1 catch. The last instance came in last season's NFC wildcard victory over the Packers, when he had 1 catch on 3 targets for 10 yards. While Brown's lack of production may make for good radio fodder, head coach Nick Sirianni isn't concerned. He insists it's merely happenstance. "When we talk about roles, I tell our receivers, there's going to be games like this," Sirianni said in his post-game press conference. "This is going to happen. To be what we want to be, AJ's obviously going to have to be more involved in the offense. But some games go this way. I get that'll be a story, but there are games that go this way. Super Bowl rematch on tap in Week 2. Brown, 28, has tried to ignore the chatter on social media about his stat line. He told the Schultz Report, "I've seen a lot of stuff on the internet. I had zero separation, I'm hurt, I'm a decoy," which is crazy because none of those things are true. The three-time Pro Bowler will look to rebound in Week 2 against the Chiefs, whose defense was picked apart by the Chargers in a 27-21 loss to open the season. Justin Herbert threw for 318 yards and 3 touchdowns, 2 of which went to Quentin Johnston. In the Super Bowl 59 victory over the Chiefs in February, Brown caught 3 passes for 43 yards and a touchdown. It's been a tough few days for the Dallas Cowboys. After dropping the opener to the Philadelphia Eagles, the Cowboys are now bracing to be without one of their most prominent players on defense. ESPN's Todd Archer reported Wednesday, citing sources, that All-Pro cornerback Darren Bland could miss a couple of weeks because of a foot injury suffered in Monday's practice. While Bland's injury is not believed to be serious, according to Archer, it comes as Trayvon Diggs continues to ramp up from left knee surgery in January. With depth a concern, could Dallas look for outside help at cornerback? Lucas Masterin of the Landry Hat suggests the Cowboys sign veteran Kendal Fuller. Fuller has 16 interceptions over his 9-year career, which has included stints with Washington, Kansas City, and Miami. Dolphins released Fuller after injury-plagued season. Fuller, 30, was released in February by the Dolphins after missing 6 games in 2024 due to a variety of injuries, including a knee ailment that landed him on season-ending injured reserve. Still, assuming he's healthy, Masterin wants to see Dallas give him a shot. Kendal Fuller is a versatile corner with experience in the slot and out wide, Masterin wrote. He had his fair share of injuries in 2024, missing games due to concussions and a nagging knee injury to end the season. Statistically, it was one of his worst of his career, but on the bright side, Fuller wouldn't need to be a star corner anyway. Fuller played just 11 games with Miami after signing a 2-year, $15 million contract, recording 50 tackles and 1 fumble recovery. For only the 3rd time in his career, he did not have an interception. Pro Football Focus rated Fuller 75th among 222 eligible cornerbacks with a grade of 66.2, including just 94th in pass coverage. Bland will miss Week 2 game against Giants. Bland's injury comes after he missed 10 games last season with a stress fracture in his other foot. At minimum, he is expected to miss Sunday's game against the New York Giants. Bland led the NFL with 9 interceptions in 2023. He set an NFL record by returning 5 for touchdowns. Last season, he was limited to just 7 games. Despite that, the Cowboys gave him a 4-year, $92 million extension, including $50 million guaranteed, in August. In Week 1, the 26-year-old Bland recorded 3 tackles and allowed 2 catches for 11 yards. With Bland out, Kaiir Elam is the next man up at cornerback, said Masterin. The Cowboys should not rely on Kendal Fuller long-term, with Diggs, Bland, and Elam being preferred options when healthy. Seeing what the team has in rookie, Siobhan Revel, is also a priority. Still, to compete this season, Fuller looks to be the bridge needed to help Dallas over the injury bug plaguing the cornerback room 1 week into the 2025 NFL season. Longtime Cowboys reporter Clarence Hill Jr. of All City DLLS offered another suggestion for cornerback help, saying on X, formerly Twitter, that Dallas should contact 5-time Pro Bowler and former NFL Defensive Player of the Year Stephon Gilmore.